Hello, today we will do the presentation for COMP 283 Assignment 1. It is presented by Group 7. My name is Zheng Yang Chen. Here are my teammates, Zhengyang Li and Wenning Xu. Now let me do the introduction. First, the assignment asks us to design a database for a small private cinema. After discussing, our group decided to divide our work into following parts. I will do the first part about background and system requirement and the site. Wenning Xu will do the second part about relational model and logical structure design. Zhengyang Li will do the third part about hardware choose and sizes. And I will do the database implementation and the conclusion. Now let's move to the background and system requirement and size. Firstly, I will quickly go through the background. The background is about a private cinema with 3 screens in 2 sizes. It sells 3 different ticket types at 3 different prices. It provides premium seats with higher prices. By the way, different size of screen provides different number of premium seats. Generally, the group finds that first, the scale of the cinema is quite small. Secondly, tickets type, seats type, screens type are all simple because they only have 2 or 3 types, that's all. Thirdly, all entities mentioned in the background have connection with each other so that we can build relational model. Secondly, let's go through the requirements. First requirement is that the scheduling of movies being shown. Second requirement needs to calculate ticket sales. Third is sales of snacks should be mentioned. Our group have achieved those implementation. First, seat schedules for a movie. For example, a seat is taken or a seat is free. Secondly, showing times, viewer number of the movie. Thirdly is about time scheduling. For example, a movie is in one time from another time, and after that movie, another movie will be shown. Finally, we can calculate the income weekly. Calculate the weekly income. Now, welcome Wenning Xu to do the second part.
I'm Wenning Xu. I will introduce you to our database design. This is related model R design, and I want to share you about my ideas when I designed this database. First, I designed table movie, table strings, and table price. They are all based on this database. They don't have foreign keys. The primary key of table movie is movie ID. The primary key of screens is screen ID, and the primary key of table price is price type. Then the requirements that shows how many seats are available now reminds me that I should build a table seats. So here is the table seats. It stores seats ID, screen ID, row, column if the seat is available, and which type of seats it is. Common seats or premium seats. And the primary key of this table is seats ID and the screen's ID. Screen ID is also the foreign key. Then to show where and when the movie will show, we have table schedule. The primary key of table schedule is schedule ID, and the foreign key is screen ID and movie ID. And here is an attribute that show begin that time of a movie. And we can calculate the start time and end time of a movie by this attribute, begin that time and the movie duration. Then to calculate how many people watch a movie, here is the table order. For requirements like for requirements about normalization, I divide this table into two parts: order and order detail. The primary key of order is order ID, and schedule ID is foreign key. This table shows when the order is created, and in table order detail, the primary key is order ID, and seat ID, price type are both foreign key. We can calculate the price of this order, the price of this ticket, by seat ID and the price type. And finally, I created table snack. You know, we need a table to calculate the income by selling snack. And next, I want to give an example to show how our database satisfy the four requirements in assignment. So if I'm an adult and I want to watch movie Avengers, which duration is 120 minutes. You know, today we all book tickets online. I choose schedule 21, which show movie ID is 2 is Avengers. You can see the screen ID is 1. And I choose seat ID 56 in screen 1. The seat type is common. So now we can calculate the price. The price is 12, obviously, because I'm an adult and my seat type is common. Then to determine how many seats are available now, here is the available attribute. When I bought the ticket, this attribute will transfer to no, and it is not available. Of course, it will transfer to yes when this movie ends. Then I want to calculate how many people watch this film. We can just simply pass all orders in this schedule. So in this schedule or in this movie, so we can easily find how many people watch this movie. Ultimately, we want to calculate the income. That's also easy. We can simply sum all the order, all the price of order in table order, and all order in table snack, and then we find the income. Okay, this is our database design, and let me introduce Zhenyang Li to show how to choose.
Okay, I will show hardware choice. I've considered many types of disks. I think the final recommended hardware choice is consists of two solid-state disks, which is very basic, and it should also combine with IID0 system. And about computer and server, I choose personal computer because I think for personal ownership, personal computer is enough. And about the size of the solid-state disks, I think two 512 GB solid-state disks is enough. Okay, here is the reasons for choosing the solid-state disks. First of all, for a small cinema, I think the amount of data is very small. So the SSD is enough. And secondly, I choose SSD because it's light and its stability. Because when it's compared to the hard driver or solid-state hard driver, it is much safer, and when it was get some physical damages, the solid-state disk is not easy to be destroyed, and the data will be protected. Although the solid-state disk is the most suitable for the cinema, but it is not effective. It still has two disadvantages. One is about the IID0 system. Is that if one of this is broken, all system will be broken. Secondly, the price of the solid-state disks. Compared with hard drive and solid-state hard driver, the solid-state disk price is much higher. And here is the reason why we choose the IID0 system. The firstly is lost cost. Compared with some other IID systems, IID0 the cost is the lowest, and at the same time it has highest utilization of disks. And the third reason, I think it is the most important. For cinema, every day there are many customers watch movies, so the data changes very quickly. So the system should have a good writing and read speed, while the IID0 system is the most suitable. Here, besides the other reasons, here I want to talk about why we not choose some other disks like IDE, SATA, SAS, and so on. Because all of these disks have a common disadvantage, is that it is not popular enough now, and it leads to its second disadvantage, is its price. Its price is very high, and so it can only be used in many cutting-edge technology because it has a very high performance on like transferring data or something else. So maybe for cinema, this maybe exceeds their performance. Okay, let's welcome Zheng Yangcheng to make a conclusion.
According to the result of logic design and hardware selection, the actual database structure can be established on the computer. The data can be loaded into the database, and we can do some tests on it. After the database is put into use, administrators can do modification, adjustation, and maintain on it, so the database that's all about our presentation. Thank you for watching. That's all. Thank you.